It's called The Intimidation Game, How the Left is Silencing Free Speech. The author, Kim Strassel, is a writer for the Wall Street Journal and serves on the editorial board. The book comes out today, and one entire chapter focuses on Melaleuca and its CEO, the attacks he endured from the press and the Obama administration.
Here's what we do know for sure. He put a target on my back and the agencies came after me.
It was a spring day in 2012 when Frank VanderSloot received some stunning news. President Obama's re-election campaign had created a website called Keeping GOP Honest. And there, 8 names of people Obama claimed were betting against America. The reason they were on the list is they had all made large donations to Mitt Romney's campaign. And the site slammed the donors. One of them, Frank VanderSloot.
And immediately the liberal media picked up on not only me, but other large donors. But they came after me with a vengeance.
The reaction for VanderSloot and his thriving company was devastating.
In one day, we lost hundreds of customers. The phones rang off the hook.
VanderSloot thought he may have made a mistake and went home discouraged. But the next morning, he was determined not to surrender.
On my mind was the Declaration of Independence. You know, what did those guys do? They risked a lot more than somebody's not going to come kill me over this. I'm sure that before they signed that, they agonized over it for days. Most of them were persecuted, were fought. The people who signed the Declaration, awful things happened to them. And yet they knew it was going to happen, and they signed it anyway. And I thought, I'm not going to take any hits like that. That's when I woke up and said, by golly, this is America.
In the midst of the madness, Kim Strassel, a Wall Street Journal writer and member of the editorial board, wrote a column called The President Has a List. Any president who targets a private citizen for his politics is de facto engaged in government intimidation and threats, she said. He swore an oath to protect and defend a constitution that gives every American the right to partake in democracy, free of fear of government intimidation or disfavored treatment.
One man who apparently did have a bullseye on his back is speaking out.
Within hours, the national media picked up on the story, and VanderSloot appeared on numerous news programs.
And the Obama campaign website began to hammer you.
The government was also taking note.
3 weeks, my first IRS audit. A couple weeks after that, the second IRS audit. Then within a few weeks, 2 Department of Labor audits and then an FDA audit.
More and more people were learning about VanderSloot and the so-called enemies list. And once again, the phones at Melaleuca began to ring with a different response from callers.
Because of Kim Strassel, she started it. Everybody was calling and saying, who are you guys? What are you selling? We want to buy some.
The government found nothing wrong in their audits, and in the Intimidation Game, Strassel details attacks VanderSloot endured for months and years because he was on the president's list. But ultimately, the CEO claimed victory with Melaleuca flourishing.
Since then, our business has been booming. Melaleuca's having by far the best year we've ever had. This year has been up since that day because Kim Strassel came out in the Wall Street Journal and said this should not have happened. It's the first time a president ever did this.
Again, the Intimidation Game is on sale today. We have included links in the article below if you are interested in purchasing the book. I'm Nate Eaton for EastIdahoNews.com.